In the early 17th century, Sweden's King Gustav II commissioned a magnificent galleon.
Wow, just look at that, isn't that incredible?
A warship like no other, the Vasa was a symbol of the nation's great power and wealth. Decorated with fine carvings by the most skilled of craftsmen, rather unusually, it also had 2 gun decks.
The idea was simple. Double the amount of gun decks, double the firepower of the ship. Vasa would have been the most powerful warship in the whole Baltic.
In 1628, the Vasa set sail on its maiden voyage, but after leaving harbour, catastrophe struck. A strong gust hit the vessel, rolling it to the side. Water gushed in through the open gun ports, and it sank to the bottom of the sea. The wreck was discovered in the 1950s, but it was in 40,000 pieces. Marine archaeologists raised it from the seafloor and began putting together one of the world's biggest jigsaw puzzles.
The ship is 98% original, so very, very few pieces are lost. And that's unique that we have such an intact object. It's a moment in time. The 10th of August of 1628 actually frozen.
For almost 50 years, this museum in the heart of Stockholm has been the Vasa's home.
It's truly astonishing. This ship is almost 400 years old, and yet it's so well preserved, even after spending more than 3 centuries on the seabed.
Welcome aboard the Vasa.
But this national treasure is facing new problems.
Although the Vasa is truly impressive in scale, it's also very fragile, and so a major preservation effort is underway to save it for future generations.
One is the deterioration of the wood, but the second big problem is gravity. The ship is slowly moving downwards upon the steel structure it's standing upon.
What's the risk if you don't step in now to do all this work?
The ship is once again leaning towards the port side. In the long run, it will actually be a whole different shape that it was originally, but it will also start to break.
A multi-year rescue plan was launched, and technology is giving a helping hand.
It started with a 3-dimensional model of the ship. We have scanned the whole area of the ship, and then we had to figure out the quality of the structure itself.
Using the latest techniques, a new support structure and an internal steel skeleton are being built before the ship is pulled upright again.
You can see that it's isometrical, and that's because it's mirroring the structure of the ship itself. The whole external steel structure is a machine, and there's a lot of movable parts.
Paired with sensors placed around the ship, a monitoring station in the roof also tracks the tiniest of movements, recording measurements almost 100 times a day. There's also digital preservation underway. Capturing every detail, floor by floor, is painstaking work.
So we're right in the base of the ship now, and this is where a lot of the work that Hawkins been doing has been taking place to build up a 3D model of the lower parts of this ship.
Almost 250,000 images have been taken and processed with photogrammetry software, and that's used to make a 3D digital twin of the Vasa.
What you see here is a preview of the model. It's a part of the hull, the lowest deck in the ship. I used to think it as painting the surface of the ship, and every part of the surface must be painted with 2 images. A deck like this, it needs about between 20 and 30,000 photographs to cover completely.
This will save a highly detailed visual record of the ship, both for historians and for the 1.5 million visitors who come here every year, so that they can also explore what it's like inside.
At some point, we won't know what will happen with the ship, but we will have a digital copy of it. But also, a bit in the shorter run, when we'll do the internal steel structure, it's a last opportunity for us to actually see how the ship looked like.
And it's hoped the Vasa will soon be ship shape again for its 400th anniversary and far beyond.